To kick off, here's Riley Patterson. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Jets take over.
So the Jets take the field for their first drive. Leading them out now in his 5th season here in the NFL. Won 4 of his 6 starts last year. Justin Fields.
While his 4-2 record wasn't good enough to keep the starting job in Pittsburgh over Russell Wilson, that performance was enough to show the rest of the NFL there's still potential in him to go lead a franchise.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Brees on the ground for the first time. Extra cut to the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, and they go right back to it. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. The rookie from Florida in on that stop.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third and 4 coming up now. Fields out of the gun. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, here comes Hall. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Hall once more. Juke the defender. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
A gain of 12.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Moving on first down, Fields. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
First down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll come up 1st and 10. First carry here for Braylon Allen. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line either. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Shotgun snap to Fields. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Defense hasn't really found its backbone yet, but maybe just a little sliver of light between the clouds here as they bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, you're not going to likely keep points off the board, but if you can come through with one more stop and limit it to a field goal, yeah, that's at least something to build from.
Looking to throw Fields. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Intended for Garrett Wilson.
Over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
On is Nick Folk to attempt the field goal. This from 30 yards out. The kick by Folk is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Jets 3.
With how well they were eating up yards and first downs, you know that kicker wanted to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here comes Malik Washington. Jukes one defender. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
I've heard from many of Tua's peers in the league that there's just not a more accurate guy. If you wanted to just do an accuracy test in the NFL, yeah, Tua's going to hit that target as much as anybody in the league. Avoiding injury and being available is really the only question mark now in Tua's career.
Opening carry for Devontae Champ. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. A-chain again. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
He was taken down behind the line.
Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Five DBs out there for the Jets. Third down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up 4th and long. Now I am flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
To nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The second drive coming up now for the Jets offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this one out at home. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill his drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They go right back to Hall. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work on the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Fields looking to throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No luck finding his receiver that time. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame, but that's one, as this game goes on, he's got to have. It's hard on 3rd down to execute. With the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
Now on fourth down, here's Austin McNamara out to punt for the Jets. Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So Miami headed out for its second drive of the game. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. They'll start the drive with a chance. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chain.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Big shot to begin the drive. Has him up beyond the 40. Going to the ground again on first. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. They motion a receiver left. Second and 6 now. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be dragged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Quick throw, complete. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still first down.
So now, after the penalty, it's first and 15. Washington, the motion man here. Running it after the penalty. And they're going to be humbled here on the first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. Second down. Tua now from the gun. Quick slant caught by Washington. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
It's third and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Now we have a member of the Jets hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to take a look at him. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jets offense now set to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Fields. That's caught, it's Breece Hall. And he'll work this one up to the 28. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Finds a man. Mason Taylor has it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
A
19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
1st down, New York.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Now Fields. They set up the screen here for Hall. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
1st down, New York.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
From the gun, it's Hall. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Give on 2nd to Hall. He's across the 20, still going. And finally they catch up to him at the 11. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light. Well, on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big one like that.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Jets break the tie here in the 1st. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Point after by Folk is up and good. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Eskridge to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard
We'll get a stoppage here. Looks like there's a jet in some discomfort following that play. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Intended for Tyreek Hill.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Here's Tua. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Complete to number 10.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Back now, pressure on its way. Short pass brought in. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
A-Chain on the inside give. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
The ball in A-Chain, the ball carrier. Tackle made right at midfield. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Now 2 with a throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line.
That's good.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Escapes a defender. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's A-Chain up the middle. 2-1 stop. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for another Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
He's stepping up and takes off with this one.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. It gave him just enough room to run.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Has it in close. And he will not get the first, but this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down.
Brings up third.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Third down run from H.A. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 10-3 ball game. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. And inside the red zone, they're leaving the offense out. Trying for it is H.A. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Turnover on down.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 14-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Hall takes it straight ahead. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
Taken down at the 19-yard line.
They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
First down,
you gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down, and they go right back to him. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Throwing the out route complete. He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
And the Dolphins with 6 DBs on the field here. They're in the dime, 3rd down. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Complete to Garrett Wilson. An 8-yard pickup. And the Jets first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Shotgun snap, but get to Hall. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Connects with his back. Hall. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
A gain of 21 yards.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Allen. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Play action now. It's Fields. Throw left side. Taylor has it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
The Dolphins with an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming. Out of the shotgun, Fields. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs. We practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Austin McNamara on now to punt. Malik Washington will return this for the Dolphins. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tua. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Here's Achan from the pistol. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Big gain downfield. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Riley Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Dolphins tie things 10-10. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10.
The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Off the play fake, it's Fields. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Makes it second and 10.
Well, that's when he chalked up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. Hall running between the tackles. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, New York.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down. Hall gets it again. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Shotgun snap to Fields. He takes it himself. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Field throwing here. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
2 yards.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
12 to go now on second down after the sack. Trying again following the sack. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Fields on third. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins are headed out there alongside Jalen Waddle for this next series. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Throwing now, Tagovailoa. Dumps it off to Achane. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Complete to Devon.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. Give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Play action. Tagovailoa finds his back. H.A. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's good.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
Markers reset. Ball at the 37. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, one secret ingredient on these jet sweeps to take off like that, Kate, it's timing. We talk about timing and precision in the passing game, but it's the same thing on a jet sweep. You got to hand it off just at the right time to capture an edge like he just did.
A tight end in motion now. Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. So as much as the offense might want that last play wiped out, Brock, defense declines the penalty and it will stand. Back to the line they go. It's second down. They kick the running back in motion. Here's second and 11. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on third. The Jets get there and bring him down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up fourth down.
A loss of 10 yards.
This is one of those many moments where I'm really thankful I'm in the booth and not on the field. Because in my day, defensive tackles couldn't run like that. This is not a statuesque QB. This guy can run. And it wasn't a linebacker or DB that chased him down. It was a big old D tackle. Tip of the cap to you, my big man.
Jake Bailey on the punt. For the Dolphins.
And this will be his second effort of the contest. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Jets and Breece Hall got set to go on offense. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. Ball at the 33 for first down. Play action, Fields. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
For
Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Fields gets it out line quick. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Move the chains!
First down,
Got to move
Jets.
them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. It's Hall on the carry. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
First down, Jets.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Here's Hall once more. Again, he hits the second level. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Jets take a second quarter lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown.
Kate, so many of these defenses today are all about what? Stopping the explosive play, especially in the passing game. But to give up a run, an explosive run for a touchdown, that can just be demoralizing.
Full call now to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7.
Dolphins 10.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Washington now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Miami set to take over once again on offense. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Finds his back complete. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Miami.
And the Dolphins
sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted. And he's got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down, here's Tua. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Tua now from the gun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So they're left facing third and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Again, it's Tagovailoa. He lofts it deep left. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
34 yards.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
First carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Here's Tagovailoa. Here's a screen for Achan. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. Now Tagovailoa to throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. The kick by Patterson is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jets and Brees Hall about set to go on offense. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Motion man sent left. They'll start this one out with Hall. That's some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
New York.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. And it's the Jets with 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Fields. Finds him on the crossing route. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
He gets it complete to Josh Reynolds. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On first down, here comes Hall. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They go right back to Hall. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line.
Taken down at the 17-yard line.
The Jets take their first time out.
A gain of 16
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down, Jets.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They'll go right side with Hall. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Fields out of the gun. He's with his back. Hall. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Running back sent in motion left. 3rd and long for him here. He's running for it. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. And there's the timeout from the offense. Just 4 seconds left to go. And that play, that should help him get some points here going into the half. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. And the kick by Folk is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the 2nd best thing you can do. You could take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for 1 more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
One last play before the break. Throwing here just before halftime. He beams one deep right side. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
For that update, Scotch. Welcome back, everyone, for the 3rd quarter. Got a 1-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Washington now to return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Miami offense for the opening possession of the 3rd. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this 2nd half, too, as they chase this lead. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. 2nd half begins with a run by Achan. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
The tackle
As
by
a corner in
Brandon
this league,
Stevens.
well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can
No
cover.
gain on the play.
You want to be an all-pro,
Second and
you stick
10
someone like that.
at the 25-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Steps up and he's running with it. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Miami Dolphin. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack draws him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
Brings up
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on second. Running left, here's A-Chain. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. Looks like a 9-yard gain, and they'll now have a much shorter 3rd and 5 coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
And the Jets in the dime for this 3rd down. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked?
Offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. False start makes this 3rd down and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's A-Chain running right. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Taken down right
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. The gun, Tagovailoa. Ooh, down on that one. 2nd down's going to end for the loss of yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing from the gun. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
So the Dolphins ready for the punch. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Completed over the middle. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st down, ball at the 36. Off the play fake, it's Fields. The catch is made near the edge. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Really gay there on the tackle.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays on the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Here's 2nd and 5. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
Complete to number 10, Alan Lazard.
The previous play is under review.
Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago,
After
I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
Well, how'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
Fields on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's home. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap to Fields. And this time they can't connect, so that's incomplete. It's been favoring their back this drive. Let's see if it's going to continue now on 3rd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Intended for Arian Smith.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. And the kick by Folk is good. And they'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Washington now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, you get several chances a game on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with their chance. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. They got 2nd and 4.
He was brought down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Washington, the motion man here. 2nd down carry for A-Chan. And he'll get it up to the 38-yard line before going down. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
First down, and they go right back to it. I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the pistol. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and
Yikes,
9
as that
yards
pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down after a short gain. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. So out now comes the punter. They could really use a good one here. Secures this at the 17. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Jets and Breece Hall, that's set to go on offense. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Hall takes it straight ahead. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Oh, running between the tacklers. This is a nice game. Really moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Trying to run for it with Hall. He won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Austin McNamara will kick this away. Punt meets him at the 28. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Dolphins are back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. Looking to his fullback now. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's a chance on the pistol. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after a 6-yard gain. That's Harrison Phillips there for the stop.
At the 44-yard line.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Tagovailoa. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. This one misses the tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd
Hey, Kate,
down.
I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Intended for Malik
You know, I say this
Washington.
all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Jake
Their punter
Bailey
making
in
his way
punt
out now.
formation for the
And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Jets have to begin another drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. New York to the line. 1st and 10. This is home. Looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the 19. Finds him over the middle. And this is going to come to an end at the 32-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st and 10. Here's Fields. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
For Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up.
2nd down and 10.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
2nd and 10 now. Fields. Toward the sideline and caught by Wilson. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. This is Allen on the give. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Oh, he's going to run for it. And Fields slides down safely as he picks up the first.
From the pocket. A gain of 15. First down, New York.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time and talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, or that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the ladder. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Fields now on 3rd. Vacates quickly, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. The kick by Folk is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Makes the score.
But when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Eskridge on the return. To the defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over.
Miami offense headed out there now.
At their own 24-yard line.
And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. It's a design boot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Intended for Darren
They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
On again here on 2nd. Tagovailoa. Put some air under it, deep down the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins shrinking the lead some in the third. Tyreek Hill, the touchdown.
I know you got to make sure looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins get it back to within 6.
Jets 26, Dolphins 20.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Now here comes the New York offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw field. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Jets.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On 1st down, here comes Hall. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 46. Fires right away, but incomplete.
Fields pass.
That throw was looking for Mason Taylor. And it's 3rd down now.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Fields out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And the Jets 1st down.
We reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Jets who have it with a lead, but this win is not secure just yet. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the first down play.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Escapes the pocket. He can run it.
Justin Fields on the scramble.
Tick, tick, tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. They run. Here's Hall. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
4th down.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Nick Folk. From the left hash, this is from 47. The kick by Folk is good. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize
Dolphins
how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Washington now to return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30. The Dolphins are back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Blitz coming to him. And he's going to go down. Jets brought the pressure and cut to him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21.
Motion. What do you want?
Trying again, following the sack. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the 1st down play. Forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult 3rd down now staring you in the face.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Tua now from the gun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They got a man open to beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. The Jets down receiver Garrett Wilson back out to take possession. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with these looks all game. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Complete to Mason
That's
Taylor.
what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down.
Second and
Textbook.
3.
It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Hall on the give. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
Tyrell Dodson on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Here's Hall once more. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th
A
down.
loss of 3 yards.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
They'll bring out the punter here.
In punt formation
And he's hoping for
the
a
Jets.
well-placed strike. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a 1st down. Running it after the penalty. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
33-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Motioning him from the slot right. Give on 2nd to Hall. And this hasn't been common sight for him tonight, but the defense wins this run. He's limited to no gain on the carry.
It's a gain of
They
a
pick up
yard.
1 on the run.
And
Need
it's
more, though. That
3rd
takes him to 3rd and 5.
down.
Here's Fields to throw. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it.
Justin Fields.
And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
And it's
Well,
4th
partner, I
down.
think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs, but not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
So yet again, they're turning to him to try to put 3 on the board. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that grows their lead to 12.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown and field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Eskridge on the return. Jukes one defender. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins.
The Dolphins take
Their last
over
drive
1st
didn't
and
make it
10
very far before they had to
at
punt it
their
away,
own
partner. So
27-yard
hopefully this
line.
one has some better legs to it. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa back to throw. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Brings up a
That's a throw at this level. So much
to
speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Tight end motioning right. 3rd and long for him here. Waller with the catch. Play not developing as they hope, so that's a loss of yardage. Brock, 4th down coming up.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the 1st, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Punt team on the field. And this effort's going to give them an even half dozen tonight. Collects this at the 35. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Jets and Brees Hall about set to go on offense. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Running the counter, Allen. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Right back to Allen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Allen, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Jets.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. It's Allen again. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on 1st. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Big game continuing here for Wilson. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Field throwing here. Stays in the pocket. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Dolphins have some new life in the 4th.
I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
The Dolphins and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. From the 47. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out.
A gain of 12 yards.
It's a gain of 12 there.
That's good.
And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
First down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Achan, a first down carry. And they're full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
He's tackled at the 34-yard
New set of downs is not off to a real good start here, Kate. And I know every yard counts in this league. But that lone yard, it's not going to really change what they're thinking about doing here on 2nd down.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Tua off the play fake. On the move, headed right. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Here's Achan up the middle. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. Finds his back. Achan. Attacking the screen. Look at this defense getting him down behind the line.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Well, this is in every quarterback's toolbox. Even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Hill comes in motion left. Desperation time here on 4th. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, says you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Beginning this drive, they're running by Allen. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Fields looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Fields to throw it. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting them into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Tagovailoa. Here's a screen for Achane. And this one doesn't go far.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. It's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Hey, motion.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Jets take possession in the area of the 38. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
The Jets offense now set to take over. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Fields. Complete to Braylon Allen. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
42-yard line.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. They try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Play action now. It's Fields. Complete out to the right side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
And on 3rd down, Dolphins coming out in the dime, expecting a pass. Fields out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
A gain of 3 yards.
The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. On now comes their punter. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. They're coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. First call here coming from the shotgun. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for his back, Devon Achane there. So that brings up second down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
2 and out from the gun. That's him on a quick hitter. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
Complete to number 10.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Hill comes in motion left. They go play action with Tagovailoa. His pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that puts this offense in a very tough situation now on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins need to score quickly. Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this.
Me.
Desperation time here. He has all day back there. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And even with a good amount to the final 2 minutes remaining, no timeouts left, so they should be able to kneel this out. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. It goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. So it's a road win for the Jets. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the El Cabo.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from Miami.